Einstein. E equals mc squared. Relativity. Most of you guys have heard of Einstein, have seen the equation written on a chalkboard, E equals mc squared, and some may even have some idea of what relativity is. But few in the audience can really appreciate Einstein for more than crazy hair, a genius, and a cool name. To further gain respect for Einstein, one must understand his years before popularity. Contrary to popular belief, Einstein was not always considered a genius or a revolutionary among his peers. Johnston, in 2005, in his movie Einstein's Big Idea, portrays Einstein's early life. Einstein was fascinated at a young age with a compass that his father gave to him. He spent what would be the remainder of his life trying to unite all of the forces of the universe. Johnson also explains that Einstein was really only interested in 4 areas in school: math, physics, philosophy, and he was very good at the violin. Outside of these 4 areas, Einstein showed little interest in any other subjects. He often sparked debate in class that was not very welcome by the professors. As a result, Einstein received no recommendations to go to graduate school. Instead, he ended up working in a patent office. And in Johnston's video, the patent office provided him with an environment for his mind to wander. Brian Greene, in his article in the New York Times, 100 Years of Uncertainty, calls the year 1905 the golden year for Albert Einstein. In this year, he published 4 groundbreaking papers in physics. The 4th paper eventually earned him the Nobel Prize. This paper was an explanation of the photoelectric effect experiment. And it explained that light was not only a wave, but it is also a particle. This was the birth of a whole new field in physics called quantum mechanics. Einstein actually spent the remainder of his career trying to disprove quantum mechanics, because in quantum mechanics, reality is based on probabilities. There's only some probability that a certain outcome will happen of anything. And Einstein was a believer in God. So Greene explains that his whole rest of his career was devoted to disproving quantum mechanics because he believed, quote unquote, that that God does not roll dice with the universe. In Einstein's 3rd paper, he established the existence of atoms. Finally, in Einstein's 1st paper, he talked about his ideas of space-time and relativity. In his 2nd paper, this was a revision of the 1st paper about relativity, and this is where the equation E equals mc squared first appears. Dr. Burkhart, in a lecture this semester at the New Mexico State University, explains the implications of E equals mc squared. The equation stands for E, energy, equals mass, which is just mass, and c, the speed of light. Now, the speed of light is about 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. Now, if you square this number, you get some astronomical number. So, to try and wrap our heads around this, Dr. Burkhart calculates that for the amount of energy released in the atomic bomb of Hiroshima, that is the equivalent to 1 gram, about the mass of a dime that I have here, being converted from mass into energy. So about 1 gram equals enough energy to devastate a city. And I'll pass these around. Furthermore, Dr. Burkhardt says that in the derivation of the equation, the math limits the absolute maximum speed anything can travel to the speed of light. Also, physics must be the same in all inertial time or reference frames. This means that if I'm on a rocket and I'm traveling at the speed of light, and you're in a car traveling at the speed of light next to me, if I flash the beam of the light on the car, the light will still travel at approximately, or at the speed of light relative to me. And finally, this equation prohibits the travel of time, or traveling back in time. Throughout this speech, I have given a background of Einstein's early life, introduced his 4 papers from 1905, and given some insight to the implications of the most famous equation in the world. Now when you wear your crazy shirt with Einstein, or have a coffee mug with E equals mc squared on it, you can really appreciate the genius behind Einstein.